This is Antoine Wright with LaRosa Johnson of Lifeway, Wordsearch, occasional mobile ministry magazine, contributor. We're hanging out in Matthews, North Carolina, on a nice day. It's beautiful. It's sunny. There's no train back there yet, but it's another one of those quickie interviews, and talk a little bit with LaRosa about what he does at Wordsearch Lifeway and how he does mobile. So first, LaRosa, kind of welcome and tell us a little bit. You work with Wordsearch Lifeway. What do you do with those guys?
Well, I've been with Wordsearch / Lifeway since March of '07, so I've been doing that and primarily work as a ebook developer. So that's primarily taking the text and formatting the Bibles, dictionaries, commentaries, or whatever, and formatting them to be used in the Wordsearch program. It's basically all HTML work, which is very nice because that's what I like working with.
Okay. So you'd be considered, at least to those listening, you'd be a developer. You're the kind of guy that puts together the text so that we can see it and make it happen. Okay. What other programming languages do you work with? You said HTML.
HTML, CSS, and that's pretty much what we use to preview the book. But in the back end, I do a lot of Perl.
Perl?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Some folks might not be familiar with that. They're just familiar with Objective-C and maybe a little C++. But Perl is a little bit different of an animal there.
Yes, it is. But that's what I use to format the books, though.
Okay.
Take the raw text and use the Perl scripts to format it the way I want it to. So it works out really well.
Okay. So do you do any database work along with that, or is everything you?
I do a little bit of database work. It just really depends on the project that I'm working on. Like lately, I've been working on doing our morphology work. So been helping build databases for that and how it can be used in the program.
Okay, sounds good. What do you do? What do you use? You talk about being a Bible software developer. So what are some of the products you use? I'm guessing you definitely use Wordsearch's product, but do you have anything else in your stable also that you use?
Yeah. Well, the primary application that I use is Logos Bible software. Use that on my desktop and also use it on my iPad, my phone.
Okay.
Mainly because I can buy it once and it's available on all my devices, which I really enjoy.
Okay.
And especially now that they've got where my notes can carry over between the applications, it makes setting a whole lot easier.
Okay, so you kind of live in the cloud then as well. So.
Yes.
Okay, so you're a developer, you live in the cloud. How have you found that cloud living working out for you then? Has it been good? Has it been fraught with some challenges, or?
It's been pretty good actually.
Okay.
Because just a couple weeks ago my hard drive died, and so I was kind of able to rest assured that all of the work that I had just done within the past couple of weeks was safe in the cloud and was able to download it as soon as I got the new hard drive. And because it just so happened the backup that I did was a month old.
Okay.
So pretty much everything I had done since then was in Bible software and it was all backed up in the cloud.
Okay, great. So do you see therefore even as a developer, you kind of working with it, so you kind of see the future before it happens for everybody else. Do you see that being the case, that more people are going to end up doing that? That's going to be the case for them. Most of their, not just reading, but their notes, highlights, all of that's going to be sitting in a server somewhere else.
I think so, especially with people being more connected, with 3G and 4G being more available, especially in the metro areas, and especially as it gets out in the more rural areas, it's definitely going to be more commonplace, I think.
Okay. What mobile devices you got? You said you got desktop, laptop, tablets, phones.
Yeah.
What's your library look like?
Let's see. I've got a big old 17-inch HP laptop. Should have back in my possession tomorrow. I've got my T-Mobile G2 from a cell phone. Then I've got a Lifeway issued iPad 2, and I also had a Asus transformer, but gave that to my girlfriend. Let her have that for her business use, and so.
Okay. All right. So now you said you got an Android device there. Does it root it? Or is it
I've
stock?
thought about it. It's still stock Android.
Still stock. Okay.
But I've thought about rooting it a couple times.
What's turned you away from that idea? Okay. I mean, you're a developer, so some folks are gonna be like, "Wait, you're a developer, you didn't root it." What's that about?
Mainly because I haven't had a need to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I was going to be able to need it for like tethering and everything, but just so happened with the latest update that came out for Android, which was I guess 2.3 or whatever it is or whatever I'm running. T-Mobile enabled the tethering and Wi-Fi hotspot. So as long as I've got the data, they really don't care. Unlike some other carriers.
Okay, sounds good. So, how's your tablet experience been? Because you got two tablets. You got that Transformer, and you got the iPad. How's that really been? You know, going back and forth. Do you have a preference on one or the other, or?
I think overall, because of me being in the Google ecosystem, I like the Android tablet, but I gave that one away, gave it to my girlfriend, so she primarily uses that one now. I don't really have any more. I wiped it of all my data, so I'm pretty much exclusively using the iPad now. So learning to use that. Really don't use it for too much other than like reading and productivity type stuff, but got a keyboard so I can do some writing here and there, but outside of reading and writing on it, don't really do a whole lot with it.
All right, and the question that should get you in trouble: what's coming next from Lifeway Wordsearch? What? Be careful. This.
Well, definitely an emphasis on mobile.
Definitely. Okay.
We're working on trying to integrate our desktop software with our mobile and getting that. We've got our iPad app that came out earlier this year, so we're working on sprucing that up, getting it up to par, coming out with the iPhone hopefully sooner rather than later, and then also branching out to some of the other OSs that are out there.
All right, great. All right, if we want to keep up with Wordsearch Lifeway, you know, what's the best ways for us to do so?
Best way to keep up with Wordsearch is wordsearchbible.com, and you can also find us on Facebook and Twitter. So search for Wordsearch Bible, all one word, and you can find us either on Twitter and Facebook.
Okay.
Both of those names.
Great. One last question. Lifeway, big publishing house.
Yes.
Do you have any preferred or recommended, resources? Something that's caught your eye that you know so far in your time with them?
Offhand, I can't think of anything.
Okay.
But
you guys got a ton of stuff. So I mean, that I know that's on the spot. That's an on the spot question with the on the spot interview. Great.
If I can think of one thing though, definitely be our HCSB study Bible. That's really good. It's a really good study Bible, especially for people down south that are Southern Baptists. It's a really good study Bible for them, and the more I use it, I really like the translation as well.
Sounds good. All right. Thanks for your time, LJ.